right, we're gonna build this keyboard. So let's see. We've got a few parts here. We've got some keycaps. I should probably show it like this. Some keycaps. Um, we have the switches. Okay, so we've got the keyboard switches. And then we've got a number of pieces here that we're going to be using. So got a little keycap thing. This is all the stuff from Keebio. So we are going to be building the Iris Rev 8 keyboard today. At least I'm going to try to. I've never built a keyboard before, so I have no idea how this is going to work. Thank you for being awesome. There's some other cool stuff in here. Okay, let me kind of go one at a time. There's also this nice keyboard here, or this nice little. Let me show all these things. So these are the things that came in the box. So there's this beautiful Keebio sticker, which I'll put here for now. Um, got this nice little kind of like clicky thing, which I think is kind of neat. You can put a switch in there. I went ahead and just, it comes just the plate, um, but I went ahead and kind of assembled that just for fun. All right, we have the case components, which I'll put over here for now. We've got the plates. So here is the back plate of the keyboard, right, where we're going to put the switches through and the PCB. And then here is another plate which we'll use on the bottom to kind of act as as kind of like part of the case to give it structure and things like that. But it's another plate. We also have a parts list. Yeah, I'll keep this away for now. And we've got a little kind of corded, which is gonna do the two sides of the keyboard. And we have this. We have the PCB. So let's look at this together here. Oh wow, I had not seen these myself. And this is what the PCB looks like. Let me kind of rotate it like this so I could show in the camera and get some of the detail in here. But look at that. I mean, I could show one board. I mean, look at that beauty. Isn't that something? Everything is already pre-soldered on this board, so I'm not going to be doing any soldering today. But I have the stuff. So I have no idea what I'm doing. None. So I need a guide, right? So I've got a little guide here on my iPad. Actually, this piece of paper, right? It said that there was like a guide on it. It said, "Hey, listen, you made an amazing investment." And here there's like a little bit of kind of like how to do that. But I think okay, so guide.keeb.io. So let's go to that website. Guide.keeb.io, and we'll kind of have it here going. And it's loading kind of slowly, a little sus, but okay, there is some information here, right? So I would much rather wait for the guide. This is the keyboard I'm currently using. It's a Lily 58, I think. I'm not not quite certain. Um, it was a keyboard that a buddy of mine built that he let me borrow so I can kind of get into this whole thing. Like I said, this is the first one I'm building. This is one that was already made. I've been using that one to get used to the form factor and things like that. Really amazing stuff. Okay, this isn't working. Let's try again. And if not, I've got a build guide. I've got another build guide info. Iris 628 hot swap. Okay. And there's even like a video tutorial. Um, let's see. Okay, well, I'm not going to be doing an encoder, so I can skip that part. There's also like a peeling of the plates, but I don't think that's a thing. These look reversible. I think they're reversible. So I can just use this one with this one. Put this off to the side here for a sec. And I'm gonna need some switches. I opened one of these just to kind of get going. Um, this is so cute how they're kind of packaged in a little tray. Okay, so let's see. Oh, there's also these things, right? Like the let me start taking some of this out. These are some bumpers to put on the bottom, some I don't know what to call these things. Like little rubber things. I don't know if I can get it to focus. Yeah, some little rubber uh, legs or something, and these are the bumpers. Kind of see what that looks like. Okay, okay. So let's see. Oh, I see what it's saying. So it's saying go ahead and put some like it suggested go ahead and cut up one of those bumpers and put them on the underside at different spots. Um, so that then when you insert a switch, you kind of protect the pin a little bit. Okay, I kind of understand that. Um, so let me just go ahead and put some of these out here. Yeah, just to kind of provide a little bit of buffer here. Okay, so let's install the first switch. Um, make sure the switch is oriented so that they are south facing. Pins on the bottom. So if you look at kind of like what um, kind of like the pins that are there, so they have to be on the bottom side, right? So they have to be kind of like oriented like this, which makes sense because that's how they're going to go into the board. Um, so let's go ahead and do two corners. Oh, that's interesting. Kind of clicks in. Okay. Okay, that finally clicked in. It took a bit of effort, but that did click in, and the pins are towards the bottom. I don't know if that's something you can kind of see there, but the pins are at the bottom. Uh, okay, let's do another one. Actually, now that I'm seeing this stuff, let me grab my reading glasses. real quick. Put these on. You can kind of see better what I'm doing. Okay. So here's another one. Let's go ahead and snap this into place. Okay. That went a little better because I had a little bit more confidence. Okay. Let's do this one here. Make sure this is oriented correctly. It is. I just noticed that they could have a little bit of lateral movement within the cell. So you probably want to make sure that they're centered, right? Like, okay. And now let me do one more. Let me do this one, this corner. It's saying to get the corners in first. Okay. Let me make sure it's nicely centered. Okay. It's time to align the pins of the switches into the, let's see what it says here, into the thing, into the PCB. Then push. Okay, so it says align. Okay. Align the pins and the switches into the socket. So let's do that first. Okay. Let's see. Uh, let me look at the switch again just to see. The pins are here. They're supposed to be south. There's the. They're not oriented in the way I would expect because I'm seeing them. It's not. It's not supposed to be like this. Let me see if I can get a view in here into how this. I think I figured out what I was doing wrong, um, and I feel a little bit dumb. Uh, I was trying to figure out how to plug things in on this side, and I think I was supposed to try and plug things in on this side, which is kind of like and there's definitely a lot of holes there for different pin layouts and whatnot. Okay, so now that I understand, I can go ahead and align the pins, do everything it was saying it was doing. So let me come down here in the guide again, just to be in the same spot. Okay. Okay. Things look lined up. Things look lined up. So now I can press down. Well, I don't want to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It takes a bit of pressure. Yeah, there we go. That one. Okay. There's a little bit of flex on the board, which I suppose is to be expected. But this is what it looks like once it's all flush in there. You see, no spaces, no gaps. It is really important to be pressing, I guess, on the clicker to really seat it in there. And now with that out of the way, we can do the others. Um, so let's go ahead and get that going. Okay. 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 It's a little bit of a crunchy sound as you kind of go through it, but that is correct. After a while, you just kind of get used to how to punch these in. Just make sure they're oriented right. Okay. Now, let me just make sure. Yeah, it all looks very good. Oh man, I'm excited. I'm excited. Oh, I'm so excited to try this keyboard out. Okay, okay, okay. Now for these, I need to make sure I understand how they go in. I don't want to mess this one up. Let me see if there's any notice on the orientation. Um, let's see. Let me see. Do they go like this? Do they go like this? Let me take a look at this board to get a sense of how it works. So if it goes like that with the white on top, uh, oh, I see. I see, I think. So they go like this. They go like this. So these face inward like that. Uh, yeah, definitely, definitely. So let's give the first one a go. Yep. And then like this. Right? Right? Yeah. Okay. And now let's make sure that everything is flush with the PCB. Nice. So I've got my first one. First side done. So let's get the next side done. Let's see. Okay, let's keep going here. Okay. Okay, and again, just want to look at where the holes are. So normally you put the pins towards the south. This one's kind of go to the northwest, like that. Let me be very careful here so I nail the first one and then we're good to go. Yep. Yep. Okay. Nice. So I'll go ahead and secure, but my keyboard is coming together, as you can see. Very, very exciting. Okay. So now the next thing to do is we want to put, I believe, the back plate on. So we put the top shell down. We then drop the keyboard in here. We line it up with the holes as best we can. This is a little cracked. I guess it came a little cracked. I don't know. That's a little bit of a shame. Um, uh, actually, there's a little hole here for the for the port. So did I already do this wrong? I don't think so. I think I just got to make sure that that's aligned. I just got to make sure that that's aligned in there. Just got to make sure that that's aligned in there. Okay. Kind of comes together. And then I could put the back plate. And then I think I can just screw it all together. Okay, I need an itty bitty. Let's see, what are these things? Okay, they're like little Phillips, so I need a little star. Now we can try and align everything. The plate all the way down. Oh wow, that actually did go. It went pretty far down. So can I screw this in? I don't think. Oh, it is catching. Oh my gosh, it's working. Okay, okay, okay. Let's do the other corner. Let's do the other corner. This one's having a rougher time coming across. Oops, I caught on there. Oh wow, that was easier than I expected. Oh, that looks so nice. Look at that. Oh man, let's keep doing. Let's keep installing. Let's make sure. Okay. And the last screw on the last hole. There we go. Perfect. All right, there was one screw left over. Well, two screws left over, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to go and put these away while I can. And here is my keyboard. Well, without any keycaps yet, but so I want to plug this in and test this out. So um, we have some. Let's see, we have some legs here that I ended up not using yet. I'll put some of these things here in a sec. Let me cast these things to the side here. But let's plug this in. And see if this other cable is just a USB-C. Okay, this is an actual, like this is just like a power cable. This is an actual input. The one that's coming in here. This is an actual input. So now let's see. Can I get, I do get some J's. Oh, nice. It's got some default stuff. So we'll figure that out. But it looks like, yeah, these are all functioning. This is also in Iris. I think this is a Rev 5. So I do remember some of the default. So for example, to do an underscore, I think it's going to be somewhere here. Oops, no, I'm off by one. Yeah, oh, it works. It totally works. Oh, this is exciting. Exciting. Like, oh my gosh. I can't even begin. Okay, 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 okay. Let me go ahead and unplug this. Let me plug in my. Okay, okay, okay. Awesome. So now let's cover these switches and put them back in the box. And now it's time to do the keys. So I've got, what do I have? I have a set of white and black. It's the same kit. It's a, I don't know if XVX is a profile or a company. I don't know, but they're low profile keycaps that have some shine through. They're allegedly PVT, but they were also very cheap. So it would not surprise me. There's kind of two sets of things. Let's get the QWERTYs on there. Let's get the QWERTYs on there. The W is set. The Q rather. the keycaps just kind of snap on. It's all very easy. And now we're gonna do the whole keyboard. Okay, things are coming together really well here. Unfortunately, I don't have a key for so I've had to get creative, right? Because this keycap set I think assumed like a more traditional layout. So for example, I don't have any shift keys that are this size in this keycap set. I also didn't have a tab key, so I don't know, like just some other. For backspace, I went ahead and just used kind of like uh, left arrow key for delete, right arrow key. Um, for raise and lower, I use the up and down arrow keys. Um, for um, for that, okay, so here on the left is your return, here on the right is your space. I'm going and keeping this idea where we have the space be a different color than the return. Um, I went ahead and just took the minus from the numpad and I turned it around, and so that'll mean something to me. But it's looking nice. I'm gonna plug it in right now. It's in a sec so you can see kind of like all the colors and stuff like that. We also have to put the legs underneath, and we'll do that here in a sec. But now I need to pick a shift key. So let's go ahead and put this stuff away. Let's plug it in again. I can't wait to see some of that RGB shine through. I'm a silly like I'm a fan of that stuff. Let's see it. Oh man. Oh man, this looks so sweet. Oh, this looks so sweet. Oh my gosh. All right, all right. I need to uh let me go type something here. I am I am using the new keyboard. Oh my gosh. I'm also not uh, uh, good at typing yet on this kind of ortholinear layout. But oh my gosh, this looks so, so sick. Oh man, I can't, can I, can I, sh can I lift this while plugged in so you can see some of the lighting? I mean, look at, look at that. I am so happy. And I mean, obviously, there's probably going to be um, some color things that I can do with this key. Like this is just some kind of default rainbow thing. I'm more into like a breathing type uh, setup, you know. But wow, this looks so good. Um, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and install the rubber feet. It's maybe not that big. It's like Legos, I guess. All the parts are already there. You just kind of plug everything in, but you still get this sense of like that this aspect, this part of my computing experience, I went ahead and did it on my own. I built it. I bought the parts. Uh, Now with the legs fully in, let's plug it in. Oh man, this is great. So what's next? So this is tented. So it's hard to tell, but essentially it's got like these legs and it kind of sits. This is awesome. Like when you just want to have your hands above and you want to and you want to type. This is great. This is not the same. Uh, I missed the tented. So I got the case for it, right, to get the ergodoc's legs on here. Right here are the hole. Well, here's one hole. Here's another hole, and here's the other hole. Um, so I've got, but yeah, this is wild. So yeah, I guess what's next? It does come pre-mapped with some mappings that I'm already comfortable with because it's the default. But I am now kind of my next step is get QMK, think about what do I want my keys to be, and then update the code or use the configurator. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff to explore just there alone, but I'm gonna have a blast with that. I've also got to see if I can find better keycaps for things like my shift keys. My tab key is a light bulb. I mean, terrible, but it'll do for now. Uh, but this is sweet. Everything else I'm pretty happy with how it came out. So yeah, and that's it. I wanted to catalog this thing, and I got it done. And yeah, this is awesome. So yeah, thank you for. Let me show the keyboard one more time, and then I'll go ahead and close, and then I'll go ahead and close this out. But yeah, there she be, my first custom mechanical keyboard build out. Oh, I am so happy. Awesome.